Hello everyone, welcome to part 10 of Reactjs tutorial with Laravel for beginners. And in this video, we are going to start integrating the Register API. So finally, we are going to connect our Laravel e-commerce website with the React app, and we are going to first of all work on the Register API so that the user can come from the app. The user can register from the app as well. Okay, for our e-commerce website, or we can say the app. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to run my project. Okay, so I will go to the XAMPP folder. My server is already running. Okay, you can run your Apache server, and I will go to my project folder, Laravel e-commerce project that we are currently doing, or you can pick your own project, own e-commerce project in Laravel. Okay, PHP artisans. If you don't have any project, then please follow the Laravel e-commerce series in the video comment section. You can also able to get this series under the video description. Okay, so I'm going to run this one, Laravel website. Okay, so we are going to connect this website, this one Laravel e-commerce website that we are currently working on, this Laravel 9 e-commerce website that we are going to connect with our React app. Okay, not so much complex. We are going to connect the main thing, like we can able to log in register, user can able to log in register from the app. Okay, user can able to see the products, user can able to add the products to his cart and can place the order. Okay, but we will not go that much far away, like the like each and everything, like we will not go to the advanced level. We will just do the basic level of e-commerce app so that the everything will get clear to you. Later on we are going to do the advanced level of e-commerce. Okay, so right now, see, our project e-commerce website is running. Now we are going to run the React app as well. Okay, so I will go to this folder, React project React app. This is our React app. You can see that we have installed earlier on Laravel 9. Okay, we have installed the new Laravel 9 and just done, I think, the users API, get users API, just for the understanding. But now we are going to connect the real Laravel e-commerce project with the React app. Okay, that Laravel e-commerce website at the backend and React app at the front end. Okay, so I'm going to run the React app as well. I'm going to run. Okay, in Mac we need to run it like this, npm start. If you're at Windows, you can go inside the folder and can run it with the command prompt or with the git bash. If you have installed the git bash, then you can run with the git bash. Okay, so here we are going to check. In the last video, we able to create the static pages, home, about us, contact us. Okay, normal static pages with the links and routes. And in this video we are going to create the register API with Laravel 9. First of all, register API in our e-commerce website. After that, we are going to work on the app and we'll create here links like the login link, register link. Then if the user will click on register, then the form will come, name, mobile, email. Okay, so that form will come and the user will able to register, and the user will get registered to the e-commerce website. Okay, so that stack developers app, as well as you can see the stack developers app as well as the stack developer website. Okay, if the user will register from here, then it means it register in the React app as well, and if the user register from the React app, then it means the user register here as well. So one and the same thing. Okay, like Flipkart, Amazon, like if you create your account in Amazon from the website, then you can also able to log in into the Amazon app. And if you create your account in Amazon app, then you can able to access from the Amazon website as well. So vice versa. Okay, so both will work. So in the same way we are going to work. Okay, like this. Okay, so now okay, so now it is running. Now see, we have the static pages. Now one more we are going to create, but first of all we are going to create its API. So there is no API settings right now. We need to create the API controller. We need to create the API folder. You can check here, like if we will go to the ecom 9. Okay, and here you can see app http controllers. Okay. So one thing more I want to tell you for my e-commerce users, that from this video both will connect to each other, Laravel 9 and the React app. So if you are following the Laravel 9 series, then please follow this React app series as well, because both are interrelated with each other. Okay, in future as well, if you are doing some job, or if you are a student, then you must know the React as well along with the Laravel. Otherwise, Laravel is not that enough nowadays. Okay, so you need to learn about the React app as well, because as a Laravel developer you need to create the endpoints, you need to create the APIs for the React developer. Okay, even if you are not you don't want to learn the React as a front end developer, but you need to create the APIs for the front end developer, and for that you need to learn the React. Okay, we are going to create the controller first of all, that API controller. Okay, so for that I will right click, new terminal folder. I'm going to create here php artisan make controller, and we are also going to create here one folder app http controllers, and inside controllers I'm going to create one API folder. Okay, and we are going to create this API. Inside API we are going to create the API controller. We can create like this. You can see now it has been created inside the API folder. Okay, now we can open the subline. Okay, so I can open this ecom 9 project from here, also this ecom 9 project, or we can simply drag the project. Okay, this one ecom 9, we can simply drag it like this and it will open the project here. Okay, so now I will open that api.php. Here it is. Okay, so first of all I'm going to create its route, and I will create the route group for all its controllers, and that is the better idea to create the route group initially. Okay, like namespace, I'm going to give the namespace, and in namespace I'm going to give the path of our controller app http controllers. Okay, and inside controllers, see API is also there, API. Okay, so here we are going to mention group function. We are going to create the group so that we are not required to repeat the namespace again and again for all the routes. Okay, so here we are going to do like this, and inside this we are going to create one route for register user. Okay, so I will comment as well, register user for React app. Okay, this is meant for the React app. Okay, so here I am going to like this, post, we are going to create the first of all simple register user here. Okay, with the post method, and we are going to create its function inside API controller. Okay, and we are going to create its function like register user. Okay, so this is the route that you can create at your end. Inside the API controller we will create the register user function. Okay, so we will open the API controller here, and now we are going to create the register user function from where we can able to register the new user. Okay, so we will test this API as well in the Postman later on. Okay, after creating it, public function register user. Here the data will come up here like this, and we are going to first get the poster data here with the post method. Okay, so here we will get all the data. We will check once here, dollar request data. We can take with the input like this, okay, to get the inputted data, okay. And we are going to first check that all the data is coming correctly. Here data will come. Now first of all we are going to debug, and I'm going to use the Postman, okay. So I hope that every one of you know about the Postman. If you don't know about the Postman, then please install the Postman, okay. You can install this Postman for your Windows or Mac for testing the API, for running and testing the APIs, okay. Install Postman, okay. You can open this website to install the Postman at your end, okay. So you can install either for the Mac, okay, for Mac or for the Windows. You can install the Postman, and it is really very good tool for testing the APIs, okay. Like this we are going to test. You can update it as well. I'm going to update later on. Dismiss right now. So now see, I'm going to test this app here. Still we are working on it, but I'm going to create here to test add request. So here see, this is the post API. So our URL is something like 127. I'm going to use this one. API is always come up here, and after that what is the name of the API that we are having here, registerUser API, okay. So I'm going to copy this one and we'll paste it here. So inside the body, inside the we require here the JSON data, okay. We will send the JSON data here, and I will select the JSON here, and here we are going to send the that name, email and password. So we are going to mention it like this, name, okay. So see, the API's data is always in JSON. Whenever you are input or you are output, response is also comes in JSON, and the request is always in JSON, okay. So the React app understands the JSON code. JSON, okay, is understand by the JS, okay. So easily understand by the JS. Otherwise like you can't connect the React app with the database directly, okay. You need to build the APIs, and APIs will output the data in JSON, and that is understandable by the React app. React app can only understand the JSON, okay. So this JSON we are writing it like this, okay. So see, always follow my another series, Laravel API series, to understand the concepts more clearly, okay. So all the APIs we have done there, so you will get the detailed knowledge after following that series. So here now password. See, password we are going to decrypt to the hash function, decrypt with the hash function for our Laravel 9 website, okay. So here I will just going to give it like this, okay. So now if I will send it, and the it will show all the data here as we are just printing the data right now, okay. So let's see. Yes, you can see the array of data is coming, name, email and password, it is showing as the response, okay. So it is working fine. So now we can move further, and we can save this data to our users table, okay. So right now we will not do any kind of validation. Later on we are going to add it, but right now we will make it simple, okay. So here we are going to take $user. We are going to register the new user, okay. So to do it like this, user name dollar, sorry, dollar data, it will come the name, then email, then password, okay. So email, and for password, we are going to decrypt the password so that it will convert to the hash password that is understandable by the Laravel. Okay, decrypt it. So last one is the status. We will make the status it as user status as 1, otherwise it will not register us. Okay, finally we are going to save the user into the database. We are going to check once that what else in our register form. We are going to follow the same thing like here whatever we have done. See registering for the side. Okay, so see here the register name, mobile, email and password. So we require the name as well, okay, and mobile as well. Two more things we require. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create here name is fine, email is fine, and mobile also required. So we are going to take the mobile as well. Name, mobile, email and password. Name, mobile, email and password. Now it is fine. So here we will also take the name, email, mobile is pending. Mobile we can also take mobile. Okay, any mobile number we can take here, 10-digit mobile number. Okay, so we can take the mobile as well. And now if we are going to send, so it will save. So after that, after saving, we are going to return the JSON response in array in JSON as well with the 201 response code. Okay, so there are such response code that we need to send in response. Okay, so it is the best practice to send to use these response code. And for the complete information, please follow my Laravel API series, in which I have a separate video for the response code. Okay, so here return response also will go in JSON that is understandable by the React app, like I have told you earlier. So the status will be true, so that it will tell us that everything is working fine. And the message, we are going to send the message like user registered successfully. The same thing we have done in our Laravel API series, but in that series we have not connected it with the React app, but now we are going to connect it with the React app as well. Okay, so here finally we have the response code as well, and that we are going to use the 201 response code we always use whenever we are adding the data to our tables. Okay, so for adding the things we are going to use the 201, and for getting the things from the database, for fetching the details, we will use the 200 response code. Okay, so now our API is ready. Okay, so now we can check, we can connect here as well, we can check here as well. Okay, so what we are going to do, I am going to open the database here so that we can check that whether the entry is coming or not. I am going to open the ecom9 database, in which we are going to open the user table, ecom9 database, and inside this database users table. Okay, so here you can see the 15 entries are here. The last one is the Amit Gupta, and this one. So I'm going to make the new entry from here for testing our API with the John. Okay, so that name is not there. John at the rate of uofmail.com, and this is the mobile, and this is the password. So we are going to see, we are going to check. Okay, so let's see. I am going to send the going to try here. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to push and see some error message has come. It is saying the class user not found. Okay, so we are required to see that we have not added its model, so we need to add its model here, add models user. Okay, so now we are going to try once again. We have connected it with the user model, and let's see now. And this time user registered successfully, so the response is coming, 201 character response is coming, and message is coming, users registered successfully, status is true. So we are going to check, we have the new entry, must be new user has been registered, and you can see the John has been registered and his mobile number has come and email is john@uofmail.com. So we finally able to register the user from the Postman right now, but our register API is ready. Now we can connect this API with our React app. We are going to create the new page here in our React app for registering the user, and we are going to register from the React app. Okay, so in next video we are going to do that, so please stay tuned for that. So if you have any query, you can surely contact me. So that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.